Welcome back to TCLs, and today we're gonna go over some of the San Diego Comic Con stuff. Yes, San Diego Comic Con just finished of this recording about a week or two ago, and yeah, there had a lot of cool stuff. Like a lot of companies is coming out of the woodwork and putting out some really new, daring and obscure type stuff, and it's just crazy. My wallet, bank account, and probably my all that's crying. Everything's crying. Even the finding space for some of this stuff that's coming out, even though some of it's kind of like a year out, but not a lot of it. It's gonna take a toll, and who knows what to show at New York Comic Con. Then we have Toy Fair again, so it's always a cycle. So probably the stuff that comes out that we saw this time around, by the time it comes out, we'll be in New York Toy Fair and see the other stuff coming out later on for that year, 2016. So this is my top 10 of stuff that I really thought were cool, I liked, what I'm gonna get and stuff like that, depending. Some stuff I'm automatically gonna buy, some stuff I want to see it first. So I'm just gonna go through the list quickly. So Tamashii and number 10 has two, Tamashii and 3A. Tamashii is Dragon Ball Z. They're quick to go to the new figures based on the movie Dragon Ball Z Resurrection, where the storylines change, where they're focusing more on Vegeta than Goku. Frieza is gold, and their hair is blue, and that's when they turn Super Saiyan. So I'm pretty surprised that they went that route, where we still haven't finishing. Like now, I think with Gohan, he's grown up, and we just get into the Majin Buu saga, and we haven't even got Majin Buu yet. And still don't know what happened to that Nappa figure that they showed before the Broly figure came out. So I'm guessing they switched, and Broly was the test for a figure that big. And of course, those of you who have him, you know how great he is. Those of you who don't, I did a video of Broly, so you can see what the articulation and everything, what he's like. He's an amazing figure, and very hard to get and expensive on the secondary market right now. I like their energy power-up effects that they come out with, and there's a few other ones that I saw at another Japanese con earlier this year. I don't know what happened to those, like rock debris and other kind of like power effects and different like beams and stuff. So I guess maybe they'll release them later on, but right now one of the things that they show was when they power up, they stand there like energy. So when that's going to be released, I don't know. I think you can actually, I think that's going to be coming out a lot faster than any of the other like effects that we saw earlier. 3A, they're doing the 2000 AD, which is basically a Judge Dredd type thing. So they're doing Judge Dredd as well as the other company, who's Mezco. So the figure I really like from there is Judge Veer. Looks pretty cool. They're doing a Judge Dredd bike, but it seems more, I'm not sure if this is more rendition of like the older version when he first appeared in the comics, or the updated version, because Mexico is also doing a bike, and I'll get to that later on. But yeah, so we have two different companies doing Judge Dredd. It looks to be using the same format with real like suits and cloth clothing. Like, well, Judge Dredd wears leather, so it seems to be that. How the articulation is and everything, I don't know yet. I did order a Judge Death, so I'll be able to compare, and I did order Judge Dredd from actually Mezco, so I'll be able to compare the two once I get them. Next would be Hot Toys. Even though I don't get Hot Toys because I really don't have Hot Toys money, all you who do, one in particular, who's also a reviewer, I give you hats off for you guys who get this. They're nice figures. We got 1,000 hands, and I always wonder if people who collect Hot Toys, do they change the hands like every week, every couple of days? Anyways, they had some amazing stuff to show. They had the diorama, the Millennium Falcon, at lights and everything like that. was really, really nice. I wonder if when you put the cockpit on, does it simulate like the hyperdrive? Because that will make it super, super cool. They shocked everybody with was it 1/4 for our in-scale TIE fighter with a TIE fighter pilot in it. This thing is huge, and basically you will have to either put it on like a kitchen table or the floor, or I don't know where you put it. It will replace your TV because that thing just was massive. And of course they had a whole ensemble of figures and stuff that they have coming up. They have the new Back to the Future DeLorean and Margaret Fire from Back to the Future 2, as well as more Marvel figures, and it just had like always abundance of stuff that are coming out, and they keep going bigger and bigger with their certain dioramas and our vehicles. So who knows what else is coming up next. Just before this recording, I saw that they did 1/6 scale Millennium Falcon, but it's only like for a traveling con. But this thing is massive, and it even has room for them in that scene where Chewbacca's playing chess with R2-D2 and Luke is practicing with Obi-Wan with the helmet on, with the lightsaber. They're actually standing in this Millennium Falcon. Like it's just imagine your 3 3/4 Star Wars figures and the in-scale Millennium Falcon that Hasbro did, and just supersize that, and that's what you got with Hot Toys. It's just crazy. I think it's Hot Toys Sideshow, but I'm pretty sure one of the two companies. But it's just crazy, crazy, crazy. Number 8 would be Thundercats. So Mattel now has a license for Thundercats. They could be done by the Four Horsemen. They're pretty much a year out. I think subscription for that goes up in February around Toy Fair. I guess they'll give us more news about it, and they'll tell us the figures are in the line, which is something new, which is what we've been asking for since wherever they had the subscription, which is nice to have. So I'm excited for this. The 2 figures there. I know it's like number 8 on the list, but it's because I haven't really seen the rest. But I know with the Four Horsemen at the helm, they can't go wrong with that, and it looks amazing to actually be getting really well done, articulated Thundercat figures that can go with your Masters of the Universe figures. So they will be the same scale, and you can mix and match them. I have them in the same, like not same universe, but you can do like crossovers and stuff. I know some people like that, some people don't. The majority of people do like that. I'm one of them because those are the 2 cartoons that I watch. You know, Thundercats was always on Saturday, and then He-Man was for the rest of the week. So it's nice to have those two kind of properties that can actually match on your shelves or wherever you want to put them. Are we missing out some Silverhawks? Alright, so 7, Mezco, Mortal Kombat. They're doing a great job. Still waiting for Mortal Kombat figures. I know some of them are available now online retailers, but I already ordered mine through my comic book shop, so I am waiting for those to arrive. They look amazing. I even ordered Wave 2 because like they actually have a female in there, Katana, and other characters they've never done, so they're not just redoing the same ones. Of course, the first 3 were, you know, the main ones are always in the game all the time, but at least they're branching out, and hopefully this keeps going like this and we get like a whole ensemble. I want like the whole ensemble of the Mortal Kombat figures. We need that because this property is one of the ones that kind of like got cheated out of that, like how Street Fighter managed to get like pretty much a whole ensemble, whole cast done. We need that for Mortal Kombat, so I'm hoping. Get the Mortal Kombat figures, guys. They're great, they're solid. From what I've seen and heard, they're not like the other ones that they came, other 6-inch ones that have come out. These ones are far, far superior to those. Also, the 12 collection figures there, which is 6-inch figures with real cloth capes. Space Ghost. Some people are complaining about Space Ghost, but that's his costume. These are probably prototypes. The one that looked off to me was kind of Superman. I like the Flash. I really like the Judge Dredd bike that they're doing because it's supposed to have lights and sounds and everything. And I can't wait to see how those work and how it actually like sounds and everything like that. I'll probably be getting that because I did pre-order Judge Dredd, and I would like to have him with the bike. So also have a legendary superheroes Judge Dredd that they did in 6-inch a couple of years ago. So I have that. I'm using like the Terminator bike from Kenner from the Terminator 2 movie way back in the 90s. So he's on that bike right now. So it'd be nice to upgrade it. 6. Mattel's doing 6-inch figures again. Like, huh? Wasn't there a certain somebody says that 6-inch figures were dead in the line and blah blah blah, and yeah. When 6-inch figures now are more popular than ever, so they're don't know what route they're going with this. I saw Batman versus Superman figures. They had a whole ensemble of merchandise there, which was great, and they have like for collectors 6-inch, which seems to be bigger than the actual movie masters we've gotten in the past years. It seems to look like they're going to match the DC Universe Classics. So, and this one they're calling it the multiverse, which might confuse people because multiverse figures from Mattel based on DC characters are like the small 3 3/4 inch figures. So the 6-inch figure name is still named that, and I think it's called multiverse multiverse something to add on there, collectors or something. There's an extra word at the end of it to show that this is for like collectors, and it's a 6-inch. So I guess for retailers when they're ordering to make sure they order the right one. Still kind of confusing. Of course, there's not much we heard about it unless you ran into maybe somebody who was standing in front of the case, because for some reason Mattel retail team just vanished and doesn't talk or do panels or anything like that. Which you have all this merchandise, you have like one of the biggest movies coming up next year, and you don't do a panel, you don't talk. Same thing with Toy Fair that passed by. There was really nobody around to talk about anything. They didn't really have much Mattel retail product to begin with, but nobody to talk around. Like Monster High had a panel and representatives talking there. Same thing with the WWE line, but for some reason the DC retail team seems to be scarce. And in a big show like this, big event like this, it's not the best time not to have any information accessible, very easy for the public. It's just something that it might backfire on them, but somebody needs to get information out so we actually know what's happening, where are these figures coming, when, how they're going to be distributed, stuff like that. Next,